What's up, everybody? You are watching the J-Red Show on YouTube. What an incredible game yesterday. The Buffalo Sabres defeat the Tampa Bay Lightning 8-7. Buffalo jumped to a 4-1 lead, fell behind 6-4. The score was certified Tampa Bay. Then Buffalo with 3 unanswered goals from Rasmus Dahlin, Jason Zucker, and Josh Doan. Doan is second of the night. He also scored the first one. And the Sabres are now in first place in the Atlantic Division. Not only was it a high-scoring game, but there was a lot of fights. Really felt like a classic old-school hockey game. This was a game, and this is a season this city remembered. This city needs. After nearly 20 years of being dormant, the Sabres are back. I guess you could say 15 because they made the playoffs in 2011 and won division in 2010. But this is the most exciting Sabres team we have seen since Danny Briere and Chris Drury were on the team. This is the complete opposite of what we've seen in the last 15 years. The team sticking up for each other, fighting. Remember last year when Thompson got hit and the Sabres did nothing to stand up for him? Well, that wasn't the case yesterday. There was a lot of fights. There was a lot of sticking up to each other. And that is the biggest reason why the Sabres have turned things around. Attitude. Last year, and earlier this year when Kevin Adams was in charge, they're like, my job's safe. Just kind of skate around. Just don't do anything harsh and you'll be fine. But then when he got fired and Jamo Kekalainen got hired, Jamo said that they are all expendable and no one is safe. And now they are playing like they give a shit. And the city needs this. I mean, for the last 15 years, Sabres hockey has been dormant. I mean, they're always popular because this will always be a big hockey market. But for the last couple of years, it's been dormant when it comes to the overall attitude of the team and the overall care in the team. I mean, the Bills have taken over this town the last 7 years ever since they picked up Josh Allen. And the Sabres, until now, were an afterthought. Well, not anymore. Buffalo is reclaiming its status as a hockey city. My girlfriend stopped watching the Sabres until this year. That atmosphere in the arena, we have not seen that for decades. Yes, there was a temporary boost a couple of years ago when the Sabres were 1 point away, but nothing like this. And now, all of a sudden, not only are Sabres fans thinking playoffs, but we're possibly thinking the Stanley Cup. So, on WGR earlier today, they were talking about it. They were saying, like, a lot of Sabres fans are not anxious to get to the playoffs. They just want to soak this season in. But WGR host Kyle Powell said, get me to the playoffs. You just want to skip forward in time to the playoffs. And I agree with that. I miss Party at the Plaza. I miss that playoff atmosphere, which the Sabres are slowly but surely getting back. I mean, I'm seeing a lot of Sabres flags around town. I mean, we see a lot of Bills flags up here when the Bills are in the playoffs. And now it's finally returning to Buffalo. Just that feeling that we had back in 2005, 2006, and 2006, 2007. And, yeah, I think this is deja vu of 2005, 2006. I mean, I think the Buffalo Sabres are a legit Stanley Cup contender. They're easily amongst the top 3 teams in the East, along with Tampa Bay and Carolina, and they beat Tampa Bay 2 games in a row. So I'm thinking, maybe this could be the year. No one saw 05-06 coming. They were projected to be one of the worst teams in the league, and same as this year. They just had a very slow start, very poor start, and then just suddenly something snapped, and they've been red hot. History repeats itself, and yeah, Lindy Ruff just has to win the Jack Adams Award. If he doesn't, I call bullshit and say the award means nothing. Yeah, I know the award is has some controversy, like when Dan Bilesma won it. Urinane Tree said the Jack Adams Award is useless. Frankly, the only trophy that matters is the Stanley Cup. Athletes should not give a shit about, hockey players should not give a shit about any other thing else other than the gold medal of the Olympics and the Stanley Cup. Football players, same thing. They don't give a shit about anything but the Super Bowl. But yeah, everything's cooking. Thompson's one of the best forwards in the league. Dahlin's one of the best defensemen in the league. Josh Doan is having a fantastic season. Wilford and Ruff said the defense has to be a part of the rush. Any good team has D jumping up in the rush and 4-man rushes. That's how you create offense. Bo Byram and Rasmus Dahlin rank up near the top of the league in Fury-adjusted goals, which means how many goals should have been scored, accounting for how high the danger of the play was. They're also near the top in create X goals, meaning the chance the player is set up and about to expect a goal. Means the chances a player set up add up to 1 expected goal. Josh Doan leads the NHL in takeaways. So, I'm starting to believe. There are some concerns, yes. The power play is a concern, and the goaltending is a concern, as Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen allowed 7 goals. But every team has concerns. And the Sabres are amongst the best in the league, so if they can keep this up, this could be the year. You see a lot of comparisons to the NFL. The Carolina Hurricanes are the Buffalo Bills. The Florida Panthers are the Kansas City Chiefs. And the Buffalo Sabres could be the New England Patriots. The Hurricanes and Bills are the team that always has a great regular season but comes up short. Although Josh Allen is Connor McDavid with Edmonton. The Florida Panthers are the Chiefs, the dynasty that faded away. And the Sabres could be the Patriots, the team that came out of nowhere. What are your thoughts? Hit me on Twitter at JRedShow. Quick news on the Bills. They trade Taron Johnson to the Raiders for 2 draft picks. They signed Kyle Allen to back up Josh Allen to a 2-year deal. And they signed D. Alford from the Atlanta Falcons to replace Johnson. So they made some so-so moves. I do like these moves. They're not really earth-shattering, but I think they're pretty solid. I don't know if I should expect an earth-shattering move because there's salary cap space, and the Bills just need to hope that their defense adjusts to Jim Leonard's system and to stay healthy. Other football news: Dolphins released Tua Tagovailoa, who went to the Atlanta Falcons. Looks like the Dolphins are tanking. Chiefs get a running back in Kenneth Walker. I think it's a good move for them. And Mike Evans went to the 49ers. So the 49ers have closed the gap on the NFC contention. So what are your thoughts? Hit me on Twitter at JRedShow, and I will see you later.